Computer, what time is it?
The time is 8:03 p.m.
Thank you. Cynthia. Hi, darling. How you doing? Danny boy? They're all on the other stream. I'll tell them to get over here. I'm a little late tonight. Mark Miller. I'm over on StreamYard, guys. Nathan, Greg. Come over to StreamYard or watch it from there. There's Greg. There's Nathan. Okay. Glad everybody's here. Tom Riley. Hello. Well, weather's getting better. My hip's getting better. So hopefully I'm going to get out soon. Marty V. How you doing, Marty? Good to see you all here tonight. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Nathan, you still buried under snow out there? Hey, Dave, how you doing? 8 people in the house. Sweet. Got my robe on because it's warmer. Still stuck on the West Coast, not going home for a while yet. Oh, bummer. Montana's buried, huh? What, you got about 5 or 6 feet, at least 5 or 6 feet of snow out at your place in Montana, Nathan? I'm surprised. We got about 3-4 inches here in Tennessee, which really surprises me. Jim Steele, hello, how you doing? 14 in the house. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Easy, Gray, baby. Don't go tearing nobody up. Johan, Finders Keepers, hello. Yeah, can't wait to get out, try out my new Eurotech. Got the 8-inch concentric on it, but I'm going to throw a 10-inch elliptical on it. It's supposed to be pretty good machines. I'll find out. Can't beat it. Only paid $120 and some change out the door for it. So I know it's older technology, but it works. They work good. I know that. So. I cannot afford anything like a Deus 2 or Deuce 2 or a Manicore. Someday I will get the Legend Pro Pack. I just couldn't pass this thing up with the deal they gave me on it. I wasn't even looking for, well, I was looking to get a Legend, but that's down the road. So, anybody in here get out and do any detecting this week? Rob, Rocky Mountain, welcome. Had a good Christmas. Hope you did too, brother. Hope everything's going well for you. All your problems with you were having are gone, I'm hoping. Oh, doing an off-road recovery. Yeah, too cold. Yeah, same here. Too cold. Snow on the ground. Ground is locked up. Yeah. Well, I know day after tomorrow it's supposed to be in the mid 50s here, which is better than -5 or 17 that it's been. So, all right, Greg. Like I said, people. Oh, where is it? There you are. Don't know if you guys can see it that well, but there's my new Eurotech, brand new from Calico, because they just kept cutting the price down until I bought it off eBay from them. So, Ohio Metal Maven, hello. So, You bugging her that much, huh, John? Because you haven't been able to get out. Yeah. 8-inch concentric, but I got a 10-inch elliptical and a 7-inch smaller coil to go with it. So I got 3 coils for this machine. But man, this thing is light. And of course, being Technetics really balanced well. Diana, how you doing? Oh, they like you to don't ask me why, Diana, but it always tells me to put it on YouTube too, which a lot of people end up going to the YouTube stream, then coming over here. But usually after I get everybody over here, then I shut the one down. Nailed it connecting. Hello. Oh, okay. I think I got a battery in it. Nope, took the battery out. Hang on a second, people. I know I got one here somewhere. Or I should have. Right there. Choo-choo. Really? I got a bad battery. I got it in backwards. Got it in backwards, dummy. There you go. Oh. Yep, my hip brings up 71 on this machine. But keep digging. Howdy, how you doing? Frankie. You're over on the YouTube side, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get this thing out and run it through the backyard. Plus, I got to look for some property line stakes. This will do it because it's set up for iron stuff. Ray, how you doing? She digs. Hello, good evening. Oh, it's probably good morning to you. You're in the UK about 2-3 o'clock in the morning over there. Could be, Danny. Oh, you have one of these, Patty? Cool. Yeah, I couldn't pass it up for like $120.37 or something brand new. I don't know whether they're going to discontinue them or highly in, or Kelly Co's just going to quit carrying them, but they had it on eBay. I looked at it. They sent me a thing and knocked another $35 off of it, and I already had some eBay bucks built up. So by the time I was said and done, hi, Randy, it was like half price. So, you know. Yep. I'll be putting a video out of me seeing what I can find in the backyard. This area was Civil War area, so I know one of these days I've never found a 3-ringer. I bet, Danny. How many you got now? 6 or 7? 7 or 8? You got yours off eBay a year ago? Yeah, I got mine off eBay, but it was Kelly Co on eBay. But it was 175 on sale, and the next day they had made me an offer for 140. Like I said, I had some eBay bucks. So by the time I was done, I think it was $120.37. I just couldn't pass that up. You know, especially I know these are, this is the European version of the Ameritech. Yeah. It's going to be soon, Don. He said day after tomorrow. And I want a 3-ringer, and there's other stuff. I know it's here. And I got to go talk to the farmer over here get permission to do his farmland. So I don't see him in here, but what's in the plug? John, Charlie's brother. We're going to get together and do some detecting. Sure, Cynthia, anytime.
Okay.
But yeah, this whole area, that's one reason that you can't do public ground here, because of all the Civil War activity. Guess they don't want you finding it. Of course, the museums ain't out looking for it, but they don't want you finding it. So, Patty, you really like the detector, huh? I mean, I've seen videos and stuff, but I didn't really know anybody. Oh, you have 10 detectors and 6 pinpointers? Yeah, I think you got enough. You're lucky. Most guys' wives would not let you go that far. Thank you, Patty. That's what I was hoping. That's what everybody said. It's really good in iron. Everything I watched said it's great for that. So, and plus when I get back home to California, a lot of iron in the ground there. So that'll be a great machine then. So that's another machine in my arsenal. I got the Vanquish, the Digitech, the Eurotech, and that wannabe detector with a drill battery on it. So 5 detectors and 3 pinpointers. Yeah, well, I'm not counting the Chinese one. I got 3 detectors. I got 4 or 5 pinpointers. One good one, 4 cheap Chinese ones. Susie, how you doing? Good to see you here. I will make one of your lives here soon, Susie. I really will. 2 detectors and 1 pinpointer. Would you sell some off, Diana? Excuse me. Mike, how you doing, Melly man? Good to see you here, brother. I got to get some coffee, guys. Oh. Oh. Just a second, everybody. Come on. Hello, everybody. I'm back. So, yeah, I have. When my wife was alive, she bought me. It's all she could afford, but she bought me a Digitech, which I had to buy a longer, lower shaft because branded as a kids detector. What it was is a refaced Quick Draw Pro from Bounty Hunter. Same internals, same different face on the controller, but it was a good machine. Bernie, how you doing? I found a lot of silver with that machine. Other stuff. It's a heck of a coin shooter. But the problem with the Bounty Hunter series of the Quick Draw and so the one I got, their flag used to be their flag. Anyways, they have the old membrane switches under the face, and the pinpoint function quit button would break, which really sucked. Supposedly on these newer ones, they fixed that. I hope so. Which bounty hunter did you have, Cynthia? Which bounty hunter do you have, Cynthia? Not didn't do. H250, great machine, and the Tracker 4, the #1 selling detector in the world. I mean, I know everybody sees the Noxes and that, but when you count it up at the end of the day, I don't think anything has ever outsold the Tracker 4. Yep, you're right, Ohio Metal Maven. The bounty hunters run on 6.6 kilohertz, the ones that look like a muffler. These other ones run on 7.7 kilohertz, 7.7 to 7.8. Good for silver and coins, really good. One hurt, crazy. I've seen more. Whoa, hi Hunter, how you doing? Thank you. I hope you have a great new year too, sir. And, yep, Danny, Tracker 4 will any machine. Once you start finding coins and the good stuff, it's like you get it, you get hooked. That's all there is to it. It doesn't take much. And I tell you, when I first started detecting, it was easy to find coins, especially silver coins. Shannon, how you doing? I mean, you just, you know, back in the 70s, there was a lot of silver in a lot of the parks. So, but now that's why you need better machines, because if you're doing public ground, because everything's been hit and hit and hit. It's not probably never hunted out completely, but it's just getting harder to find stuff. So you need a better machine. Whereas 20 years ago, a $100, well, $50 bounty hunter worked fine. Harbor Freight. I'd stay away from that. They're a good machine, but they break real easy. They don't hold up real well. But I tell you, for coin shooting and pinpointing, they're hard to beat. They're a great little machine. They're just chintzy. Get something like a bounty hunter. Get those pretty cheap. Yeah, the smaller machine. Almost any American detector down to 8 inches will work great. It's when you get beyond the 8 inches, you know, that's where you need the really good machines. Yeah, they're priced like junk, the Harbor Freight, but the damn things work, John. I found a lot of clad with a 9-function Harbor Freight. Well, how Metal Maven, I understand that I don't know if it's going to be an AT or a new Apex. One of them is going to be submergible. Akash Banzai, hello. Well, yeah, John, that's true. But I mean, a really like the Manicore, the Knox 800, they'll find a dime or CTX 3030. Then your target machine will find a dime 12, 13 inches. Marlon, how you doing? Glad to see you here. So, yep, found her. Susie said she found her first gold with a $30 bounty hunter gold digger. Yep, don't doubt it. They are great little machines. Yes, I started in 1977 with a bounty hunter Model 3, about as ergonomic as a rock. Took 9 9-volt batteries, heavy as hell, wood coil. But man, did I have fun with that thing. How many toss has nothing around them? What do you mean, John? As far as the wild goes, I found stuff out in the middle of the woods. I found crazy things in the middle of the woods you wouldn't think were there. It's like, what the hell is this doing here? So, you know. Yeah, I see what you're saying now, John. But they're out there, But trying to find them with a cheap machine is going to be hard. And the soil makes a big difference. Of course, like back in California, the ground is so compact, wasn't getting the signal, it was getting to it after you got the signal. I know a guy with a CTX 3030 got a 1927 Standing Liberty at 8 inches, but it took him almost 3 hours to dig down to that thing. So, and it was pretty wiped. So, for all the work he did, I don't think a wipe 27 quarter was really, really worth it. Crazy. I live in Tennessee, Clarksville. There's a lot here. The last subdivision I worked in, of course, I discovered they'd taken a lot of the topsoil off when they mowed everything down to build housing tracts. And it was in a floodplain. All I ever found there was can slaw. I couldn't even find clad there, but I found clad here. So, yeah, same here, Diana. You can't do public in the county or cities. In Montgomery County, most of the cities say no. The only public ground I could do here is if it's a Army Corps of Engineers beach, and only the beach, not the campground, not the water. But Bernie, I heard good things about those. They're a cheap machine, but they do the job. You go find 66. Oh. How you doing, Greg?
I thought I'd come on for a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Is that better?
I can barely hear you, Greg.
I wonder what's going on. Hang on.
Turn your volume up a little.
How about now?
That's better.
Yeah, it's barely.
Nice, Patty. It's another one I'm thinking about getting is that Technetics Delta 4000. That seems to be a good machine for cheap. So you're going out Monday, huh, Greg?
So we found a site. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Hi, Ron.
My buddy did an 1890s farm site, right?
Nice.
We got 91 coins. We got a lot of nice old ones.
Nice.
Seeded. Got a seeded diamond. We got some French and Spanish. I got an 1877 French coin.
Cool.
And then there I got it. It looked just like a seeded, but it was some kind of a real, 1800s. So, yeah. And I think I got 10 Indian heads. Got a shield nickel. So we're waiting to hear from this. I talked to a guy who pulled up. He's supposed to try to get us in on this 1890s Adobe.
Oh, congrats, Patty. I'm still looking for my first Mercury dime.
No.
Someday.
That's still unbelievable. How is that possible, Bill? How is that possible?
Well, like I said, back home, God, I got a box, 50 or 60 rosy silvers that I found where I live. And he said, man, they're harder to find. I had no problem finding silver rosies.
Yeah, the rosies are way harder to find down here than Mercs.
I guess it's just logistics, depending on where you live, what you're going to find.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, John, I'm looking for an 8-inch, 6-inch, 4-inch. I've had them given to me. I found them in coin stars. You think I could find them metal detecting? No. One of the most common dimes ever made, and I can't find one.
I know that.
As far as silver goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, yeah, there's a lot more rosies now, but most of them are clad. So.
Exactly. We found my one buddy. I think had eight V nickels.
Oh, man, how you doing?
One guy got 8 or 9 V nickels and a shield nickel.
Yeah, those two have eluded me. So.
We needed.
But then I found stuff that I found standing and walking Liberty halves and quarters, Franklin's, a couple of the Kennedy silvers.
Something that's way harder to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, John. Why?
Same here, Diana. I can't find a Merc to save my life, but I got a little white box. I'll show you next week. I'll dig it out. It's full of silver rosies that I have found. I got a black one next to it full of ones that people gave me. And I've got Mercs that people have given me, and I've got some out of coin stars. But to dig one up, metal detecting, just eludes me.
I got a barber quarter. We pulled out 2 barber quarters. I got one and Steve got one.
Yeah. Patty, I like the looks of the Simplex, and I know it's great, and I'd love to have one, but I can't stand the tones. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. That's why I want to go with the Legend, because you can change it to what are more like the Mind Lab.
Yeah, I'm used to them now. The Legend. Yeah. That's what I was using.
Because every time I heard somebody fire up a Simplex, it's just like, oh, the sounds just drove me nuts. So we're skeleton, hello. So, and that's when they came out with the Legend. I thought, well, that's great, but if it sounds like the Simplex, then they said, oh, you can change the tones. I went, oh, I want one.
It's been a good machine. We went the second time.
Whoa! Wait, Danny dug 1,099 dimes and maybe a couple silvers.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to have more than a couple silver dimes, Danny.
I'm crazy about Merc. No walking liberties, huh?
No, I found those. I found quarters and halves. Found barber dimes, barber quarters. But man, the Mercury. Can I find a stinking Mercury?
You know what? I wouldn't feel bad about that considering what you found.
No, yeah, it's just the idea. It's like everybody else finds one. It's just one thing I want to knock off my list that should have been easy to do.
Yeah, that's almost like not finding a Wheatie.
No, Wheaties I found. Now, the thing is, I only know 2 people that I ever talked to back home in my town that found Mercs. One each. So,
Dennis, how you doing?
Dennis, how you doing? Yeah, for some reason, there just weren't a lot of mercs running around Grass Valley. Don't know why. But yeah, John Charlie has not
Yeah.
found a nickel.
He has not. Did
But
he ever find?
John, his brother, found a few, but then he lives here in Clarksville too. Which, as soon as I am capable to actually go out and do a really good hunt, we're gonna hook up and go hunting together. So. So looking for a thimble. So am I, Patty. That's another thing I haven't found.
You see what Dennis put? I've got 300, 3,000.
Nice, Dennis. I believe it. Gee, man, that guy is just a silver magnet and relic magnet. He goes up there to New York and hits some old farms, and he just finds tons of good stuff.
6 buffaloes a Danny, 3 war nickels, 1 shield nickel. Hey, at least you got your shield nickel.
Yeah,
those are hard to find.
I wish, John. I'd love to find 10 in 2 weeks. Sorry, Ohio Metal Living. Property owners want it. That hurts.
Yeah, that does. Big time.
Nice, Patty. Got your first. Now I found a lot of war nickels back home. That was a strange one. Found lots of those.
Huh.
Lots of war nickels from the 40s and 50s. Just tons of them. And a lot of silver rosies. So I don't know what that means, but there's a lot of them. Most every time I found a nickel back home, it was like 1960 or older. No, that I have not found, John. I've not found a cat bust, great bust, or Spanish silver. But then there weren't a lot of those in Northern California, I'll bet. So,
well, just in California, period.
Yeah.
Although
but you never know what you're going to find. I still just love it. Mike Noble, metal detecting. He's in South Carolina, and he was doing somebody's house one day that he got permission on, and he dug up a Greek coin from 323 AD.
Wow.
Oldest known coin found in America, 323 AD.
That's pretty crazy.
And I mean, in South Carolina, of all places. Bronze.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. I mean, that or somebody, everybody first came over here, somebody brought it over from the old country and lost it. Yeah, you did have a killer year, Dennis. Yeah. Tootsie Toys I found Hot Wheels. I found the Dinkies. I found some of the cheaper ones. Tootsie Toys a little bit too.
I haven't found too many Tootsie Toys.
Cynthia, you shouldn't call Dennis a rat bastard. Let me do it. Dennis, you rat bastard.
Because I got a Chuck E. Cheese. That's what's crazy, Bill. Within those 1,800 coins, I got a Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, I did get my oldest Indian, 1865.
Nice. But you got a Chuck E. Cheese token in all those old coins. Of course, one of the most common tokens in the world. You find it with a bunch of old coins.
I know. Does that make? And then I found a clad spill too. 4 clad nickels and then a couple of clad dimes in between all that. I'm like, what?
Oh Jesus! Dennis found 47 railroad spikes today.
What?
No, that's something that's really strange. The town I grew up in, Grass Valley, was all full of hard rock gold mines. So when I was a kid, you'd find the smaller spikes they used for the ore carts and stuff for the mines all over the place. And the ball bearings and sometimes cartwheels. I went out metal detecting as an adult. Could not find any of that stuff. It's like everybody picked it up off the ground.
They'd already got it all.
Yep.
Shannon.
Nice, Patty. I love finding tokens. Tokens are cool. The nice thing about Chuck E. Cheese, at least they put a year on them, so you know what year you got.
You know what? I didn't look. I saved it. I didn't look to see.
Yeah, it'll have a year on it.
I have a token from I think it's 1910 from a saloon, and one of the old mine sites on here.
My two oldest token, one is from Arizona, 1941 or 2. But my favorite one is the 1962 Look magazine token. It was their 25th anniversary in 1962, and they put a token out for it. But unfortunately, it was bent when I dug it out of the ground.
Well, I forgot. I do have it's a first day Chicago World's Fair 1893 token.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see it. It's made of aluminum. It's really big.
I found a 1992 boardwalk token from Santa Cruz. Unfortunately, they made the stinking thing out of zinc, so it was half destroyed when I dug it up. But I can read the date and stuff on it. Thank you, Susie, for dropping by, and I'm going to catch one of your streams soon.
I think I got a half dime, John. It's
either silver,
seated or half dime. One of the two. I can't. I'd have to go look.
1926 or 27 would be my oldest silver.
I think mine's 18.
Yeah, I haven't dug it. Being from Northern California, I haven't dug any coins pre-1900. They just
Top Lock Bandit 1830 capped bust half dime.
Nice.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
A silver Indian head. Never heard of that. Night, Susie.
Yeah, good night, Susie. You'll get it, Cynthia. South Carolina is hard to find silver. No, it's like Tennessee. It's just not a lot of silver around here. They were poor states.
Yeah, here too. We don't get a ton. Although Larry's gotten 5. He's gotten 5 organs.
Yeah. Well, that's like I said, finding silver in Northern California, that's real rare. Any silver.
Yeah.
In fact, most guys, if they're out along old stagecoach lines, they find more gold coins than they do silver.
Oh, nice.
That's only because all the gold mines are there, and so is San Francisco Mint, and we robbed off the stage most of the time.
Right. Let's see. Didn't Mark the Bird Hunter say he had COVID again last time he was on?
He had it, yes, second time around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's a nurse, right?
Yeah, he is. He's an RN. Oh, I gotta get more coffee.
Tom Riley, hello Dennis. You rat. Everybody's calling Dennis a rat bastard. Ooh, 1850s token from Dennis. Where's Dennis?
Nice.
Where's he located again? Where are you at, Dennis?
Dennis, he's in Florida right now, but he goes between Florida and New York all the time. Mayor, repeat offender.
Well, I saw John asked it, but I don't see what he put. Did John put what his oldest silver was?
Oh, yeah, Patty, that'd be nice. Sam Bass's treasure. That would be cool. Good luck. Oh, Jesus.
John, did you Finders Keepers? Did you put your oldest silver coin? I didn't notice. So your knee's getting better, Bill? Knee's getting better. Knee's getting better. Knee's getting better.
My hip? My hip's getting better, yeah. The only thing is cold weather doesn't help it. It's cold here.
Oh.
At least it's up into the 30s instead of 17 or -5. So
Nice.
oh,
1801 Drake bust. That is old. That's old, John. That's almost as old. That's almost as old. That's almost as old as Jim Steele.
Yeah, that's a few years behind him.
Yeah, you're always, John. You're always holding back these. You have videos and you have posts you've never put up. Yeah, nice of you to do that, just to kind of tease us and then never put anything up.
Okay, you guys say you can't see somebody in chat. If you're on YouTube, live chat will show everybody. The other one doesn't always show everyone. Or if somebody's in a different room. So
Yeah, whatever, John.
yeah.
Busy chasing that dog around.
Switch from talk chat to live chat. You might be able to see them.
So is Rob gonna get it on today?
Oh,
Bill?
Not get warm.
Is Rob getting on today?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
Right.
I know he had to take his truck down to Tom Riley, get it worked on. I don't know if he's back from that or wait. No, that wasn't until later. I know he's going to meet up with the Gene from We Dig It and Charlie and everybody else. I don't know.
That's a crazy old Jim. 1806. Is that what he said? Where did it go?
Hey, Dan, if you're on YouTube, switch from top chat to live chat. Just make sure you're in live chat. Yeah, that could be too, Marlon.
I'm going to be posting my hunt with the Hunter GT when he came down a couple of years ago. I'm going to be putting that up probably in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's real easy to block somebody accidentally. I know I've done it several times. And other people stream.
So he found that in Pennsylvania in 1982.
You would click on somebody and the chat starts moving real quick and you click and it's moved and boom, they're out. So. Yeah, they do, John, because they're finding old Roman coins and stuff that's way, way older. So to them, 1800 coins are pretty modern to people in the UK.
Three-way
1-7.
Three-way tie for Marty. Three silvers that are all 1853.
You find a Roman.
Nice, Marty.
You find a Roman hammer coin from 100 AD. Then you find something from 1820. It's like the 1820s clad.
Yeah, exactly. Taken away to school. Wow, but my mother bought it. Where was that at? Crazy about Merck. He was 12 years old, found an 1877 Indian head penny. That's pretty cool.
Good night, C-Diggs. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, good night. I haven't seen Mary out for a while.
There's Rob. Hope he didn't. Oh, no problem, Rob. I hope you did okay at trivia this week. Better than you did last week, anyways. Pop 2-1. Saw an 8 real dug in front of me. Nice.
Yeah. Where was that at? I didn't see that. Who said that?
John. Finders Keepers.
Well, it hasn't come up yet.
Rob, how you doing?
Hi guys, good. Hang on, I'm gonna switch cameras here.
Okay.
Good.
Have a good week.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, we muted the other one.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, John. An 8 real. That's huge. Hey, Rob.
Okay. Settings, integrated webcam, high def camera. Boom, there we go with the high
There you
def
go.
camera.
Looking good, Rob. So, how trivia go tonight?
We finished last one with 1 point.
Oh,
They gave you the scientific name of 5 clouds, and you had to determine which ones were real names and which ones weren't. And my buddy Bob, we all wrote down our answers, and I liked Bob's, and I thought Bob's was good, so I changed my one answer to his, but I thought I changed both of them. So I thought we had won it when they announced the winners. I thought I had it right, but I didn't change one of his answers that I should have. So we got one of the 5 wrong, and if you get any of the 5 bonus question parts wrong, you get 0.
bummer.
So we bet 109 of 110, or we bet 100 of 101 points. So we finished with 1 point.
Oh,
Because I figured maybe if everybody got crazy and bet all their points, we might win with 1 point. But that didn't work out.
oh well, next week. How's your truck? You get it fixed?
Well, I'll give you my buddy Steve's answer that I hate when he answers me this. Yes and no.
Oh, shit. I hate that.
I got it fixed, and he did a great job right up to the point, Bill, where he forgot to put my thermostat back in when he reinstalled my water pump sensor housing.
Oh,
So I was driving down the road about 5 miles from his house, and my truck wasn't warming up. The thermostat, the temperature gauge kept staying on cold, and it worked perfect when I took it down there. So I called him up. He's like, I'll come meet you where I'm about 5 miles from your house. I gave him where I was, and he shows up, and he hands me my thermostat. I forgot to put this back in the housing when I put your housing unit back on. I'm like, okay. I said, because my heat's tied to my thermostat. And I said, it was a pretty freaking cold night driving home last night. But it just, with the water, he put 2 new, when he fixed the housing, he had to drain all the water. So he filled the radiator back up, and he put 2 gallons of antifreeze in. So my engine was running so cool, it wouldn't run hot enough to heat my heater up in the truck.
yeah.
But he put the new tie rod on the front end, so I don't have any more shimmying in the front end. I don't go around a corner with the front of the truck going sideways. And if I brake hard, the whole front end doesn't go like this. So, yeah, he put a tie rod in, and then he put a new fan clutch in because my fan clutch had locked up. And that was causing me a lot of vibrations, especially in idle, and it was causing me to, have a stutter with my engine.
Yeah.
Well, that baby is sitting there and idle at traffic lights, and it just purrs. It is so quiet. There's no shaking with my truck. I take up from the traffic light nice and smooth now with no hesitation.
Nice.
And he changed my oil, put a new oil filter on. Oh, and he fixed my door lock, Bill, that I haven't been able to use my driver's door. If I lock it, I have to crawl in through the passenger door. And he said the key, the lock was jammed with something in it, some paper or something, and he removed it all. Rolled it up, and I can now, for the first time in 3 years, get the driver's side of my truck.
Jeez.
Nice.
So
Rob.
the key works. I can lock it from the driver's side. I got the front end all good. Got the new tie rod. Got the new fan clutch, and he
Good.
fixed my water leak. I am ready to head to Pensacola tomorrow, Bill.
All right. I knew that was coming. So that you're heading down there to meet Gene and everybody. Is that tomorrow?
Dennis says, Rob, it's like having a new truck. It practically is. Yep, that was
Hi, Tim and Kathy.
that was Zeus.
So you're heading down to Pensacola. That's to be with Charlie and Gene and all them.
Yep, Charlie set us up on a 3-way text with him, me, him, Charlie, and Park Rep Pat. And Pat's up at his family's place in Tennessee,
Yeah.
and apparently they had like 30 people there for Christmas. And apparently his 183-year-old aunt yesterday fell at the house and broke her femur.
Oh.
So they rushed her to the hospital. They're doing emergency hip surgery tomorrow. So Pat's staying up there for a while, and I asked everybody to pray. And but hello, Team Lynch. Hello, Tom. Yeah, Tommy did a great job, buddy. Besides besides leaving off the thermostat, which I'll have to take care of when I get back, he did a great job. Front end of the truck feels nice and tight. Mr. Randy, hello. Hello, Ohio Metal Maven, Team Lynch, Danny Boy, Miss Cynthia. Hey, Jim Steele. Crazy about a Mercury. Hello, Miss Alicia. Finders Keepers. So we went out today. Jeremy's down here digging up the Carolinas.
Yeah.
He's here on vacation. His in-laws live over near Dalton on the other side of the county. So we hadn't been able to get together since it's been so cold. So I called him yesterday. I said, hey, Troy's got Tuesday off. And he's like, you want to go do some dirt digging? Because he only brought his scoop to go to the beach. And I said, he goes, you got an extra shovel? I said, absolutely. So we started off on curb strips today. And Mr. Troy joined us, and we all started door knocking. We went 4 for 5 for door knocking. So we got 4 permissions today. There's Mr. Zusi. Hi, Mr. Zusi.
Hi, Zeus.
All right, we'll
David
see you,
Cole.
Shannon. Bye,
So-
Shannon.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, P at Relic Hunters. He finished up with a couple parts left over. What the heck?
See you nailed it, detective.
I nailed it.
He's leaving. See you later. Night.
Night, Dale. Thank you for
Hello,
being
Miss
here.
Patty Disharoon.
Good night, Shannon. Thanks for
Shannon
being
has
here.
to play the adult card. Take care,
Yeah,
guys. Sorry
yeah,
it took me a while to get in here.
I have to too here in about 5 minutes. I got to bail. So
Yeah, I want you guys to know that when we got to St. Pete today around 10:30, probably around 11, I looked at my phone and it said 58 degrees in St. Pete. And guys, I just had 2 T-shirts on and a pair of shorts. And as long as I was in the sun, I was actually pretty comfortable at 58 for even weenie boy like me. Jeremy coming down from South Carolina, he had 2 pair of pants on and 2 shirts and a sweat and a jacket. And I was like, dude, I thought you were more used to the cold. So
Man, I would have been in just a T-shirt and 58 degree
Owen, you will get the shirts when I get them, buddy. Rob, Las Vegas. Rob is still waiting on them, buddy. They have not come in yet. The shirts are back ordered.
Oh, there's a lot of thoughts, Owen. There's a lot of things that are back ordered and late.
Yeah, I talked to somebody else tonight that they ordered a shirt for Christmas at trivia tonight. One of Denise's friends she talks to, and they're still waiting for their shirt too. So yeah, there's a lot of apparently apparel that's backed up right now.
Remember that detector I gave away?
Yeah.
It still hasn't got there. They sent
Wow.
a UPS. So I was hoping the kid would get it before Christmas, but it didn't happen.
Well, that's why Charlie is mailing out the detector from our giveaway. He's mailing that out signature required.
Yeah.
Because that way, if they don't sign for it, it comes back to Charlie, and there's no lost mail with that. He's having tracking on it, and you have to sign for it.
Ryan Coin or
Jim
relic.
Steel, I would kill for 58 degrees.
My favorite relic, John, would be it's a 1924 California chauffeur's badge. That was pretty cool. Coin. That's a good one. That's a good one. Coin. I don't know if I could say I have one favorite coin.
Danny Boy, it usually is spring weather in November. We had a warm November here. October and November were damn near like summer, but these last 2 weeks or these last 10 days here in Florida, I mean, it was 29 here the other night, and I know that doesn't sound cold to you people in negatives,
Wow.
but we had people's water pipes freezing up here in Florida. We had the strawberry growers in Plant City had to they either had to freeze their strawberries to lock the cold from getting to them because the ice protects them, or they had to put out smudge pots that take kerosene, which cost them a crap load of money to heat their whole field up.
We have the same thing here in California, exact same thing, those smudge pots. And then big fans, big, giant, huge fans. John, Finder Keepers, I would say my Morgan silver dollar. That's probably my favorite coin. Favorite coin to look at and kind of feel and touch. Put it on my pillow, and lay there and rub it. So,
Wow, Miss Mercury, finding a person's wedding band is definitely a great find. Eagle Eye Prospector, hello. Evening, John CZ Kid. I'll be seeing you in 2 days, hopefully.
All right.
Hey, Bad Idea Lab, welcome.
All right. When Bill gets back, I'm gonna be out of here. Rob, so you be taking care.
All right, well, hang here a minute, Greg, because I'm going to go put coffee on so it'll be ready when Bill gets back.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, John, that I've got a peace dollar too that I found, but I like the looks of the Morgan better than the peace dollar.
Oh, Greg, I got to show you something before I leave.
Okay, sounds good, Rob.
What did I just do with it? Greg, I did 3 boxes of $50 this week, Greg.
Yeah.
I got 2 silvers in one of them. I got 5 silvers in another one, including a 43 Walker.
Wow, that's pretty unbelievable.
And then see if you can tell me what this is, Greg.
I have no idea.
I had no idea either. I thought it was a foreign coin. I mean, you can see how bright it is. I mean, I thought that baby was going to be like a 90% Benji or something. And it comes out with this guy's face on it. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, that's got to be some foreign coin. And then I look at the top right here, and it says United States of America. So I got my loop out, and it says right here, 1951 $50. And then I look at the bottom, and it says Booker T. Washington.
What?
And I'm like, when the hell did we issue a Booker T. Washington? This is a commemorative. Bill, can you give me the big screen?
Yeah. Let's see.
This is a commemorative $50 that the Mint made from 46 to 51.
And that was in one of those rolls?
It was in a roll of $50. And
Sweet, Rob.
it says right here, it says from slave cabin to Hall of Fame. It's got his original slave cabin here on the bottom. And it's got Booker T. Washington's birthplace.
That's pretty cool.
It is. They made this from 46 to 51.
Oh.
And in 51, if this was an S or a D, it would only be 7,000. But as it's a regular filly, it's 200,000.
Wow,
that's still a pretty low mintage.
I was going to say it's got to be. I would think it would be worth something. More than 50
they're selling
cents.
on eBay. They're selling on eBay between 40 and 80, depending on the condition.
Yeah.
So that's the best find I've ever found coin roll hunting hat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say so.
I had never heard of it, Greg. I had to look it up in the Red Book.
I'd never heard or see one ever. That's crazy.
They made one with Booker T. Washington, and then they made 1 year with Booker T. Washington and Carver, the guy that invented the cotton gin.
Oh yeah.
They had both of them on one, but if that was a D or S, it would only been a 7,000 mint mark. If you have all three together, they issued all three together in a set with Philly, Denver, and San Fran. If you have the set of 3 of them in the mint set, they sell for over $100.
Wow.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Nice.
Marty says, I pulled 2 silver nickels the other day roll hunting. Congratulations, Marty. That's always great to find a nickels.
I think you just beat out Mike on coin roll hunting, finding that one coin.
Oh, Mike loved it. I sent him a picture. Mike absolutely loved it. If I'd have had that night of the competition, being a commemorative bill, it'd been worth like 200 points on Mike's
You would have won. Yeah. You would have won.
I'd have still lost, but it wouldn't have been embarrassing, okay?
That's nice.
Yeah, you really got cream that night.
Man, that was
Hang on.
that was a beating like a redheaded stepchild, let me tell you.
Oh,
I'm not getting off, but I got to leave. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Team Lynch. Thank you, Marty. That is a keep roll, and I'm definitely not selling that to my silver guy.
Oh, hell no. That's a keeper for sure. Yeah.
I like I say, Denise got me. I asked this for Christmas, Bill, and Miss Santa Denise went and got me the new 2023 Red Book, Bill.
Oh, nice.
That was one of my Christmas presents, and it's under commemorative $50, and it's right there. Like I say, I had never heard of it. I had to look it up in the Red Book. They have it listed as $18. It's worth, but if you go on eBay, the cheapest one on eBay is $29.95.
Yeah, but the thing is, are they selling?
That's right.
Yeah. That's like, because I was looking up a coin the other day, because I remember having one, and somebody said they were worth a lot. Well, you go to eBay, and the same coin could be anywhere from the one I was looking at, I don't remember what it is, but $18 to $500. It's like, what?
Well, I could look it up on Etsy, Bill, but they probably want $3,200 on Etsy for it. So
Yeah.
I want to know what drugs they're smoking on Etsy when they come out with the price for some of these things they sell on Etsy. I have never seen ridiculous prices like that. What's up, buddy?
No. It makes eBay look good now, because eBay.
It does make it. You're right. You're exactly right, Bill. It makes eBay look like a bargain.
Yeah. Because eBay used to be the one you'd be looking, going, that ain't worth that. Now you look at Etsy and go, you're freaking joking.
Yeah. Marty says, Miss Mercury says she's got to get a new Red Book. Marty says he gets one every other year. That's probably a really good idea, Marty. I had the 2020 I bought for myself, and I've been going for 2 years now, and I actually can't believe that they were already out with the 2023 book before 23.
Yeah.
So I got with Troy today, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hand him his big giveaway from the Christmas giveaway. He won that restored oil lamp. So I had that with me, gave it today, and I somehow wound up with his 2 Tootsie Toys. We found 4 Tootsie Toys in one yard
Nice.
a few weeks ago, and they were all really nice, cool Tootsie Toys. And I put them all together, and I took a picture of all 4 of them for my thumbnail or something.
Yeah.
And I just threw them in my bag and forgot to give them back. So I brought him his Tootsie Toys back. I gave him his prize win, and then we weren't far from his house, so he hopped home real quick and gave me the SLQ that he dug, that he donated to the stream, so I can send that off to the winner tomorrow.
Cool. Jim, was that a smile or a shit-eating grin knowing you? See what he dug? An 1893 Columbian Expo $50.
Very nice. Danny Boy says he's off to Dreamland. Take care, Dan.
Good night, Dan. Thanks for being here, brother. Well, I don't know
So,
if I
Bill,
showed you.
Bill, was
showed you what I
Charlie
got.
in here tonight?
Pardon?
Was Charlie in here tonight?
No, haven't seen him. But
Guys,
good night, Cynthia. Thanks for being here.
Night, Cynthia.
Did I show you what I bought myself for
Night, Danny.
Christmas, Rob?
You go right ahead, Bill.
My new detector.
Ooh.
Everybody else has seen him, but I'll show
It's
you. I mean, I want to get a Legends someday, but I couldn't pass this up. This is a Technetics Eurotech, and I'm on eBay. These things are $220 to $250, depending on where you buy them. And Kelly Co had it for $175, so I put it in my watch list. Well, next day I get an email from them. We'll let you have it for $140.
Wow.
From
And
Calico?
from Kelly Co. And I had some eBay bucks build up. So this was like $120 and some change out the door for a brand new detector.
Nice.
And it's brand new. It's not used.
It's not used. It's brand new.
Nice score, Bill. Really nice.
It
Score.
was.
Thank you, Rob. Yep. These things are really good in iron infested ground, which is here and back home. So
That'll
I
be good.
just couldn't pass it up for that price. You know?
Hell no. They're practically paying you to take it.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
and I'm supposed to have 50-degree weather starting Friday. So I haven't detected the backyard here yet. That's what I'll be doing.
Randy says he's having coffee cake and coffee. That would sound good, Randy, but coffee cake is no longer on my diet.
Well, you could probably get sugar free.
Ooh, who the hell would want sugar-free coffee cake? Bill, let me tell you something. With my peanut butter one time, I tried sugar-free jelly. I'm going to tell the entire room, however many people in here, do not ever buy sugar-free jelly.
No, it tastes like shit.
Oh, it sure does.
I knew that.
Oh my God, that
I
shit
tried
is
that
bad.
once and spit it out. I couldn't believe it, how bad it tastes without sugar added.
Well, at least
Yeah,
you
they
made
tell
it
you, oh
into
no,
the
it's sweet enough by itself. Not true. Not true.
You made it. You made it into you made it into the 1800s, Olin.
Thank you, Eli.
Oh, and any fine, you get the 1800s Cup, Olin, whether it's a IHP or a silver dime. Congratulations, Olin. I was so excited my first coin that I got in the 1800s.
Oh, and
Well,
Rob,
my
another
very
thing
first.
that makes this sweet is because I've got another Technetics. I have two more coils for this already, a 10-inch elliptical and a smaller one. So it's like,
You know, it's funny, Bill, when you started pulling that out, that looks a lot like the MindLab Xterra 705 coil.
it does, doesn't it?
It does. So
Well,
that looks like it's about an 8-inch coil, which is on the
It is.
705.
It's an 8-inch coil, and I got a 10-inch elliptical and a 7-inch coil. So I'm covered.
well, I've got an F2, and that's what that looks like. It looks like the same coil that's on my F2. That's what I
Yeah.
started with. Was an F2.
And bounty detectors have this coil on them too.
Yeah. Rob, my very first coin I ever found detecting was the 1880s IHP, and that was it. I was hooked.
Well, I just got my, you know, it's funny, Bill, or excuse me, Greg. I went all the way to Missouri and was hunting some very old ground in Missouri, and I did get my first Barber quarter, that 1907 quarter. So that's that was my first big year, 100-year, you know, first big silver that's 100 years old.
Oh,
But yet
cool.
I come back to Florida, and like the second or third day I'm back here, I get an 1892 Barber, which is my oldest coin. So, you know, I go all the way to Missouri, hunt old ground, and I come back 5 miles from Denise's house, and I get my oldest silver.
That's funny. That's crazy.
And it's in the
Wow.
same city that I got my 1868 2-cent piece on a 1925 permission. So you could bet I was never expecting an 1860s coin, a 2-cent piece. They only made them 9 years.
Right.
And that's I'll tell you, that's one of my prized possession. And then Dalton and I went down to an old city where Simon, we've been hunting with Simon and Kimberly, Pat's hunting partner. And it's an old town, but he took me to a public park. But he had researched, and there had been two 1890s houses there. And I pulled out an 1874 Indian, which is now my new oldest Indian. I've never had
Nice.
an 1870s coin.
Well, you know what? 1880 was my oldest, and then we went out 2 weeks ago to an 1890 site, and I got an 1865. So now that's my oldest.
What, IHP?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fatty. You got a fatty.
It's not a fatty. That's what's
Gotta be.
crazy.
1860.
If
Wait a minute. Let me hold on. I got my new red book right here. We were just
Nice.
talking about. Maybe they ended at 1864, but let me double check.
Look and see, because Larry's actually gotten a couple of fatties, but this one is not a fatty, and I'm positive it's
Oh, wow.
1865, but I could be wrong.
Maybe it was half and half that year. Stand by.
Oh, his first silver dime was the 1857 Jim Steele's. Wow,
Nice.
that's a good. Mine was a Merc. Hey, Bill, my first silver was a Merc. Very first time I went detecting, I found a Merc.
Thanks, Greg.
I
Oh,
know.
Patty, thank you for reminding me.
Hi, Southern Relics. Hello, buddy. How you doing?
Patty's talking about she's got the 5-inch coil for Technex and 11-inch double D. Well, I have a Bounty Hunter Land Ranger Pro. Now it's a plug-in double D coil, but I had to buy an adapter for my other Technetics, so I can use my 11-inch double D coil. So I got 4 coils for this machine.
Jeez. Yeah, I bought an F70 from a guy on Facebook or no eBay, I think it was, and it came with 3 coils. He got it from Coleco. Somebody had bought it for him as a gift, and he never used it. But it came with 3 coils, which was nice.
Yeah. The other thing I was looking at, metaldetectors.com. For a while now, they've had Fisher F4s and F5s on sale. The F5 with a 10-inch coil and a 5-inch sniper runs around $600, and they've had them on sale for $300.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But Bad Idea said someone found an 1864 Indian head in England, mudlarking. All right, Team Lynch. We'll see you later, buddy. Take it easy.
Good night, Tim and Kathy.
Is that who that is?
Good night, Tim and Kathy. Yeah, that's Team Lynch.
BMC stands for beach metal detecting.
Yep.
See, Greg, they're not showing me any weight difference, but I could have swore there was a weight difference between the fatties and the thin ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about them, you know.
I think it's the difference in the composition and metals of why they're the same weight, even though one's thicker.
Yeah, because they're
I'm
saying
pretty sure
they all say from 1864 to 1909, they all weigh 3.11 grams.
Yeah, because the diameter is the same on the fatty as the thin, isn't it? There's no difference in the diameter. If I remember.
Yeah, I got that with my Pro Pack. I like it. Yeah, it's nice having that.
Oh, you'll love that 6-inch coil, Patty.
That's what I detect with the most because of our age. I just can't swing, you know. I can't swing.
Well, the thing is, you get almost the same depth. Why go to a bigger coil when you don't need to?
Unless you're trying to cover, you know, unless you're in some big farm fields like the Hoover boys.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason it wouldn't bother me to switch to 11-inch double D on the Shirotech is Bounty Hunter makes lightweight coils anyway, so.
Jim Steele said they ended in 1864, Rob.
Fatties ended in 1864. Jim's probably right. That sounds about right.
So here's an 1865. So that made the first year non-fatty.
The fatty Indian head penny refers to pennies minted from 1854 to 1864 when the pennies had a bigger diameter and were thicker.
Oh,
the 1856 and the 1858 Flying Eagle cents are also considered fatty pennies.
Wow.
Oh, that's got
a few of those.
And if the thing is not only fatter, it's bigger diameter, yet weighs the same as the other ones. Got to be.
I thought the diameter was the same. I just thought the thickness was more.
Yeah, those Flying Eagles are thick. I got a few of those. They're thick.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the Flying Eagles were also.
They're thick. Yep. And there's some kind of weird composition because they ring up really weird.
I like the small coils too, Patty, because you get into, if you're out in the woods or where there's a lot of brush, you can get in around where the big coils you can't navigate to detect. So I always loved that little 4-inch sniper coil, the Bounty Hunter that I had. Man, that thing would get into places you just.
Yeah, here's the difference. Look at the difference in the thickness.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yet they weigh the same.
That's just So like Greg was saying about it, if they weigh the same, then their composition's got to be different.
Yeah.
A lot more zinc in the fat ones, I bet.
Eagle Eye, it just depends on where you're detecting. The bigger coils aren't necessarily better.
Yeah, Eagle Eye, it depends. If you're in a place where the targets are deeper, you want a bigger coil because they'll go deeper normally. So,
but if you have a real trashy site,
you want a smaller coil.
You want a smaller coil. You're going through bottle caps and all kinds of stuff like that. Pull tabs, you definitely.
Of course, you got a Legend or a Knox. Small coil gets almost as deep as the large coil. So the only difference, like Greg said, would be covering more ground quicker. So.
Oh, Marty, you're still looking for the Flying Eagle, huh, buddy? Hey, a large set, those are nice. I've been fortunate. I mean, one of the Flying Eagles, I thought it was a total junk going. On my dais, it was coming in as like a 44, which is usually always trash. I wasn't even gonna dig it, and all of a sudden it popped out. And I'm like, "What the heck is this?" Flying Eagle. I went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, Rob, I just looked it up. That detector is supposed to be to their house by 9 p.m. today. Of course, that's in Washington, so it's just a little after 7 there right now.
That's a long way, though, Bill, Washington.
Yeah.
So at 7:30, I have to go do the dishes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's my dude. I'm the dishwasher. Our dishwasher died about 5 or 6 years ago. And we just, just keep washing them by hand. Old school.
You're the chief cook and dishwasher, huh? Or is she the chief cook and you're the dishwasher?
She's the chief cook and I am the dishwasher.
Okay. Yes, there is, Dennis. There's such thing as an 1857 large cent, Canadian and English. I don't know about American.
Yeah, I think Americans into what, 1853 or 1855?
But so there is such thing as an 1857.
Bill, I'm sitting here with my jaw hanging down because the 1877 Indian head cent is the rarest of all.
Right.
They go for $700 and some dollars. There's a guy on Etsy here with his at $21.12.
You should buy it. You should buy it, Rob.
And it looks legit.
Yeah, that's the problem. It looks legit.
Hey, so you buy it.
And then you get the thing in a very, very, very tiny writing. It'll take a loop that you can see Mars with. It says copy on it. China. Believe me, I had a freaking Morgan dollar sent to me from China.
Really?
The weight was right. The size was right. It looked perfect. I turned it over in a very tiny, tiny writing. Copy.
I think you should do it, Bob. I'm Bob. Rob, I think you should do it. Don't listen to Bill. What's 21 bucks? Hey, Melly
Mike.
Man. How you doing? Is that Mike? Is Melly Man Mike?
Yep, that's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Great. You got to start.
Is Mike in here?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
I know, Bill. I did. I've written down some.
Miss Mercury says you better buy it.
I told you the same thing too.
Hey, Mike, there's a guy with an 1877 IHP on Etsy for $21. If nothing else, you can use it as a conversation piece. That's a damn good point.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
You got money to blow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
21 bucks.
I just freaking made of money, Greg. Yeah.
Yeah. We're making money. That's where we're driving solid gold Cadillacs.
Yeah, that's why I drive a 22-year-old truck that I just had to take to a mechanic out of his own own house to get fixed today.
Yeah, I see that. Hey, I got a son who gave me a truck.
Hold on one second, guys. AD? AD? I'm not even registered on Etsy.
Oh, Marty says, Rob, look up the 1857 small date large cent in your new book.
Wow. I wish I still
Yeah,
had it.
Jim,
$75, huh?
You want to hear something good, guys? The 1877 IHP is worth a lot. I was in a Denny's in Marysville, California one time, bought lunch and my change back. I looked down, looked like a brand new Indian head penny and change.
Yeah.
And it was 1870 something, man. I ran home, looked in the book. It was an 1876. 1 year off, but it was looked like it'd been minted that day. So some kid or somebody robbed their parents' coin collection.
Yeah.
Okay, the 1857 large cent, whether it's the large date or the small date, are both listed at 175 in G4 condition. They go up. So they both the large date and the small date, they got them at the same.
So they still did make largies in 1857. Okay.
That's last year.
Last
year, Bill, in 1858, the Flying Eagle started.
Let me
I'm
find.
sorry, they started in 1856, but 1856 was only they only made a few for like mint personnel and stuff. There's only estimated to be 1,000 of those ever made in 56.
And Dennis has got one.
Who?
Oh, he says he wants to find one. Okay, let me see what I have. Real quick.
Well, yeah, Dennis, I can see us all winning an 1856 Flying Eagle.
Yeah, well, I want to find a 1875 20-cent Carson City minted 20-cent piece, but ain't never going to happen.
Yeah, so 1857 was the last year for large cents and half cents. You got to love this book. This book is just a wealth of information.
All right, let's see. Let me see what they got here. What year? I need my flashlight.
Good night, Patty. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the information.
Okay. Let me see. What years do I
Shane's in
have?
here? The blind detectors? Oh, no, you're saying you found a flying eagle. Nice.
1857, 1857, 1857, 18. Wait a minute, what's that?
Never mind. He has in the fine print. This coin is not authentic.
Oh. Bummer.
And he sold 3 of them already.
What?
He's got a bunch of phonies he's selling. Okay.
Handmade out of copper and bronze. This coin is not authentic. The value of an Indian head penny of 1877 is the highest of all Indian cents. Well, he's definitely.
Oh. He's got one of those.
He's basically making these to put in your Indian book to complete your set, is what he's making them for.
When he's done, he's got like Tommy got one of those coin stampers, and then he had a die made to make them. Yeah.
Well, so much for getting excited about spending $21.
I know. Yeah, those Indian heads I have are all 1857s.
Yeah, if you sell them cheaper, it'd be an interesting conversation piece.
You know, it would have been interesting if he put that like at 250. People would have thought they were getting a deal, but not that great of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are all 857. I should go through my coins and look for key dates.
Rod, bad idea. Labs asking how much the new red book is.
$17.95. They used to sell them. They used to sell these in Hobby Lobby when they used to have those 40% off coupons you could use your phone for. So with the 40% off, I got my last red book for like $12.95, $11.95. But Hobby Lobby's not doing those 40% off coupons on the phone app anymore. I think Denise told me she got this off Amazon. So I don't know what she paid for it on Amazon, but the book's listed at $17.95.
And that's probably what it cost off Amazon. So
yeah, I miss those. I used to buy a lot of coin collecting supplies at Hobby Lobby with that 40% off coupon.
yeah, Hobby Lobby used to have a lot of good deals, and all of a sudden they kind of went.
I think they were realizing they were losing their shirt, Bill.
More than likely, because I was getting deals on 3D filament there, and all of a sudden that quit. So.
All right, let's go on Amazon.
Well, let's see. Greg, did you dig them? Yes, I did, all of them. I got 6 Indian heads. I mean, 6 flying eagles.
Oh, wow. Who was asking about the book, Bill? Is it Bad Idea Lab?
Bad Idea Lab.
Sir, they've got one on Amazon Prime for $13.60 with free delivery.
Nice.
So that's $4 under retail.
Amazon is where I get mine. I should order one of those books. What's it called again?
The red book, because it's
The
red.
All right.
Red book.
I need to get one of those because I do have quite the collection.
Free shipping in 3 days or 2 days.
That's on Amazon or what's that on, Rob?
Amazon Prime. Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Olin.
Thank you, Rob.
You betcha.
California, Southern California's been good to us, Olin, for old coins.
And it's brand new for $13.60. It's brand new.
Where's
That's awesome.
Olin? Where are you located? Bad idea, lab. Oh, he's going to Prime right now to order it. The bad idea lab. What time is it? Oh, I got 3 minutes, 2 minutes left, but I got to go do the dishes. So that's our plan, Bill. He actually found another site that's about maybe a half a block from the one that's from the 1890s, but it's on it's this property that's just trash. There's trash all over, but it's got no trespassing signs. So I got to find out who owns the property.
Yeah.
And hopefully, because the neighbor told me, "Oh yeah, everybody goes in there. You don't have to worry about that." I go, "Yeah, we don't like."
Yeah. No, when there's no trespassing signs, you want to get permission. Yeah.
Well, and then I have a buddy of mine that's a Riverside County deputy sheriff too. So that's my other ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Marty's going to bed. Marty, you out of here?
Good night, Dave.
Greg, you could do mine too. Oh yeah, no problem, Jim. I'll race right over there. I got my apron on and I wear my rubber gloves. I never wash the dishes without my rubber gloves. Got to keep my hands soft.
Do you get pedicures?
No, that's I have to cut. I have to draw the line right there, Bill. I had 2 friends of mine back in the 70s. They were both going to cosmetology school. These 2 girls. Was he a PA? Anyway, they would talk me into being their guinea pig. So I used to go over there, let them do all this stuff. But I told them I had to draw the line at pedicures. You're not touching my feet.
I got to agree with you there, Greg.
Yeah, I don't even like touching my own feet, so let alone letting somebody else touch it. Although I have had foot massages, and those feel, oh my goodness, those are the best.
All right, how did that get? Shane canceled Monday Digs Monday night. So me and Denise were driving that hour drive to go pick up my car from my mechanic, and I realized I had it set for 8:30 yesterday. So Denise went on the phone and she changed it till January 2nd, next Monday, but it published it last night.
Yep, I know. I watched it. It was great. You were the only one.
I keep forgetting.
Nobody else did Monday Night Digs.
But we changed it on the phone.
It came out yesterday.
I thought, because I looked up Gene. Nope, Gene wasn't on there. Ohio wasn't. Nobody else was on there. It's like, okay, Rob.
That reminds me, I got to put my video up, my short for Charlie. I have a short that I put on there for him. And one of my buddies found a SLQ. Rob, just to let you know.
Keep it clean, Jim.
Nice. That's a great find.
Yeah.
That's my white whale coin, Greg.
I know. It was mine too for the longest time. I was like, come on. So my buddy found one. When I finally found one, he had found one the week before at the same site. And I was like, oh man. And then the next week, sure enough, I couldn't believe it. Those are hard to come by. I think I got 5 or 6 now. All right, man. was great being with you. Great stream, Bill.
Thanks for being up here.
Great
Great
being with
seeing
Rob.
you.
I'm going to go do my dishes, and you guys have a good night. And hopefully I'll get out Monday, and I'll have something to show you guys.
Okay,
All right.
Greg.
Okay, we'll see you later. Night,
Good
night, everybody. You guys take it easy.
Take care, Greg.
Yep.
Oh man. Ugh.
What does IMO mean on shorthand?
God, I don't know. Anybody know what IMO means? What the hell? IMO.
Oh, in my opinion.
Ah. I know what you said, Jim. Bad idea saying that was awesome, you Rob. Thanks.
Yeah, I hope you get it. I hope it saves you a few bucks. Bad idea,
He
lad.
already ordered it.
Good job. See, if I had an Amazon affiliate, Bill, I could have made me a couple cents there, but I'm not an Amazon affiliate.
Hey, you know what? I haven't made anything in 6 months. They're going to be dropping me pretty soon.
Should have reminded me, Bill. We could have bought it through your tag.
Well, crap. I listed stuff every day for months and never got a single freaking bite.
I do know at least one person. I do know at least one person took me up on my 10% off thing for that shovel from my channel sponsor, Detector Warehouse. At least one channel bought it and got the $10 off. And then I told him the first 10 people that bought that, I'd throw in a silver $50, and I sent him the silver $50 too.
There you go.
So that's basically silver $50 worth like $12, $13. So that's another $10 off the thing he got.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Glad to help. You got it.
Jim, I know. I was just kidding.
Oh yeah, if you ordered two, then there you go. That definitely would save you a few bucks.
Yeah, like I said, for months I listed different stuff on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, day after day. I never got one sale.
So it has to be an item that you list on your channel from Amazon, and then if they buy it through your channels, when you get the credit.
Yeah, if they hit your link, you get the credit.
Oh, okay.
Nobody,
I've never done that, so I'm not sure how it works.
yeah, nobody ever bought anything through me, so it's like I quit after a few months.
I just know the way it works. If you buy something from Detector Warehouse and you use the Rob 10 code from Detector Warehouse, you'll get $10 off your purchase of $100 or more.
Oh. So yeah, I kind of gave up. And in fact, there's a lady on YouTube. I subscribed to her channel. She's an Amazon affiliate, and I think she made one sale in 6 months twice. That's it. So
I know when Merrill was still doing the monthly the revenue streams from his channel, and he had first it was just channel revenue, and then it was super chats, and then he came out with the Irate Detectors website, and then he finally did a Calico link, and then he did an Amazon link. But there was months he was making $40 or $50 from his Amazon link.
Yeah. But then you think about it, all the work you got to do to make that, then you got to pay taxes on it. Is it really worth it?
Silver Serpent, good evening.
Because I figured about the only way on Amazon to really do that and make anything, you would have to have your own website and just list all their stuff on your website. So if somebody came across it, they just click on it and buy it, thinking it was Amazon. And I've even noticed a couple of
Olin
people
says, I won my shuffle from mainly dirt fishing. Hey, I won Pat's 1 ounce silver bar on his last day of his Advent giveaway.
Yeah, you did. Congrats, Rob. I
Yeah, I
saw
went
that.
on there and told him thank you very much. Look at the color coming out of my hair, Bill.
Yeah. That almost looks like a skunk.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, so
Well,
yeah,
silver
I've got numerous silver rounds that I collect, Bill, but I do not have a single silver bar in my silver stacking collection. So I'll be happy to have that.
nice. Deej.
Good evening, Mr.
No,
Brewer.
that's okay, Deej. No, no, you don't have to apologize.
Good evening, Miss Deej. Good to see Mr. Brewer. I was in a stream he was on.
Jeff, how you doing? Great stream earlier, or last night, Jeff. I was watching it, but I was such toast. I just watched it. I didn't even say hi or nothing. Well, he was in there panning some gold out. It was nice. And all the shuffle grove like in one stupid video. Hey.
Hey, Bill, my upcoming giveaway, I'm going to give away something I've never given away before. I'm going to be giving away my first Barber $50.
Oh, wow. Nice, Rob. That's the first one you ever dug, huh?
No. I've never dug this. I won this in a raffle.
Oh, okay.
But it's the only barber half I've ever won before.
Yeah, I get a lot of God, I was winning so much stuff there left and right before I was getting triple and duplicate. I mean, duplicates and triple or 4 or 5 of everything. So it's like, I didn't need 5 barber dimes or, 6 V nickels. So you just give it away. Yeah.
Evening, Trevor the Detector. Good evening.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Deej. That be praying for us. I haven't.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Deej.
Knock on wood. I've never had the shingles.
Brewer said, "Go ahead, just send it my way."
Yeah.
Yeah, my 1700 giveaway, Bill. I'm probably going to start right after the new year when things calm down here. 10
cool.
silvers, and at least 5 of them will be big silver.
Nice.
Going to do the barber half, a Walker, a Benji, a 64 Kennedy, 60s 40% Kennedy, and a GW silver quarter. So that's six big silvers I'll have at least. I'm having 10 silvers in my next giveaway.
Nice.
Silver says I've only found 1 barber half in the ground. That's one more than me, Silver Serpent.
Be right back. Coffee time. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so Pat did come up to you, Brewers. That's awesome. I didn't know if he came up because of his aunt falling. How far are you from where he stays in Tennessee, Jeff? Oh, I won a Looney Christmas Day and got gifted 2 more yesterday going to start a Canadian display. Nice, Bad Idea Lab. Congrats. Hi, buddy. What's up? What's up?
Oh, man. Zeus.
Boy, the cats took right to Jeremy, boy. Athena practically went over and threw herself at him.
Oh, thanks, you Bad Idea Lab. That reminds me. I won off Marty's Nuts About Digging. I won 2 loonies, a regular and a painted one. Haven't got them yet. But...
Olin says, I've won 5 $2 bills so far. Yeah, Olin, I think I'm going to be doing more $2 bills because I can send those to Canada for $1.77.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Deej. Oh, keep praying. Get the beep out. How you doing? Thanks for being here, brother.
Same thing, Alicia. I'm a dog magnet, not so much cats, but
Well, I don't know. Pat's dog don't seem to like it.
no, that is. I've only met 2 dogs in my life that I didn't get along with, and Pat's is one of those two. But then again, my first time meeting him was not on neutral ground. Pat told me to go into the motorhome, and he wasn't in there. And that dog said, "I don't know who the hell you are. You are not coming in here." And Pat goes, "Just push her out of the side." I go, "Yeah, I'm not losing 3 fingers, okay?"
I worked for a guy years ago. We were doing remodeling work.
I'm sorry, Diana. You are correct. I'm sorry. I don't take offense. I apologize. I'm trying to get better with the names.
Years ago, I had a boss. We did house remodeling. The guy had a death fear of dogs. We'd be walking down a driveway talking about something. Next thing you know, I'd look around. He was gone. One time, he was standing on top of his truck. He was that scared. I said, "Pat, you got to stop doing this. Get down off the damn truck. There's a dog." I go, "It's wagging its tail. Come on, get off."
When I was a police officer one time, Bill, I got sent on a call to an unleashed dog running around terrorizing people, and I get to this biker guy's house, and he's got this pit bull, but it's chained up in his yard. And I was standing next to the guy, and I'm like, "Okay, well, the dog's chained. It's legal." And I moved my arm or something. The dog took it as a attack on his owner. The dog came off the little front patio porch, ran over, bit me in the leg, ran back, and laid back down before I could even put my hand on my gun, Bill. And I just got on the radio and said, "I'll be taking myself to Largo Med for a tetanus shot," and I just left.
Okay. Years and years back in the late 70s, I drove a garbage truck, 70s and early 80s. I worked with a guy named Baby Huey because he had not only acted like Baby Huey, he was like 6'8", 460 pounds. I seen this guy. I mean, on a garbage truck, you get dangerous dogs after you all the time. It happens. We'd keep a 9-iron or something on the truck to beat him off with. Well, this guy, I seen him pitch a Doberman over a cliff one time. Well, on my route, I had this old retirement home. They had these 2 little rat dogs, the ones that weigh about 3 pounds each. And I told Baby Hugh, I go, "You got to go through the gate there and grab the garbage can." Well, I look up and he's standing at the gate. He wouldn't go in. I lean out the window. I go, "What's the matter?" He goes, "The dogs." I'm going, "What?" He goes, "Those dogs." Here's this guy, 6'8", 460 pounds, afraid of 6-pound dogs. And that's both of them weighing together were about 6 pounds. But a Doberman and a Shepherd didn't bother him.
That's because those little dogs are all biters and nippers, like they have something to prove. I had a Doberman for 13 years till she passed away, and she was the nicest, wussiest dog in the world. I mean, she didn't look it, but everybody loved my Doberman.
Well, now people, don't get me wrong, you're going to hate this one. When I was a garbage man, we did a gated community. Me and a buddy of mine were working the place.
Brewer says I don't even pet pets.
But
Sorry, Bill. See, Brewer's he doesn't get along with Brewer either.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they do these. And this guy had his wife had a small dog. And it used to bite my friend's heels every time he picked up the trash can. Finally, one day, the guy's out there and he goes, "Mister, you do something about your dog?" And the guy goes, "That ain't my dog. It's my wife's dog." And you could tell by the tone of his voice, he hated the dog. Well, my friend's got like 200 pounds of trash and a can on his shoulder. The dog's nipping his heels. So he let go of the strap that held. He flattened that dog like a pancake.
Yeah, I have no use for little dogs. Big dogs are quiet. They don't bark unless there's an absolute reason to bark. They're not yippy dogs all the time. When we were babysitting Sadie, the black lab that you guys saw I think last stream here. She only barks if somebody comes up the driveway or somebody rings the doorbell. She's not sitting at the window just barking because the wind's blowing. I mean,
Oh yeah, you don't got to tell me. Back home, for a while, I had some people next door had 6 Chihuahuas. Oh God. Yip 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 yip. I hated that.
well, now that my Monday Digs video is published this week, not that next week, I've got to come up with another video for next Monday's Digs.
I just rerun the same one, Rob.
I found this beach video, Bill, where I found 5 rings in one night, and I was like, man, it's 13 minutes long. It's perfect timing for Monday Digs. And I'm like, just let me double check to make sure, because it was a 2021 summer video. And I went through all of 2021, and I'm like, oh man, I just never published this one. And then I kept going, and like June of 2022, like a few months ago, I published, and I was like, crap, that was going to be perfect for Monday Digs. It's funny, Bill. I actually republished a video that I had published like 6 or 8 months before. And, out of all the 120 or 30 people that watched it, only like 1 or 2 people went, I think I saw this before. Hello, Miss Mandy. Lurking. Yes, the little dogs have the small dog syndrome. Yes.
I think my favorite movie with a little dog was National Lampoon's Vacation.
That's one of my buddy's top 3 movies. Caddyshack is his top favorite comedy. My top favorite comedy, I think I was a junior or senior in high school. I went to the theaters and saw it 5 times, was Animal House. I could quote every line from Animal House.
But remember, in National Lampoon Vacation, they left the aunt's dog tied to the bumper and drove off.
I mean, you take National Lampoon's Vacation, you take Animal House, you take
Airplane.
You take Airplane was just a classic. You take Blazing Saddles, you can't even do some of the jokes anymore in that movie.
Another one that is real good, 1941.
Oh, 1941 is another classic. I mean, Young Frankenstein.
Right.
I mean, your 80s comedies, that was like the golden age of comedies. That was just awesome.
Werewolf, quit talking like that.
Oh, I think pugs are cute, Dennis. What a hairless chihuahua lives in my front pocket. The Napoleon syndrome. There you go. I know, Deej, it's hard to watch anything else to keep up with all the detecting videos.
Oh, God, yeah. You can't even keep it. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm subscribed to a lot more people that are subscribed to me. And it's just, you can't watch them all. God, there's some people, if I don't get a notification, I forget about them for months. Like, oh, crap, I got to go watch some of their videos,
I used to try and keep a list, Bill, with all the channels of videos I watched, and then write down the date I watched them. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to keep up with a list.
You're right, Deej. It's impossible.
It is. Deej is right. It is impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, I will tell you guys this. There's 2 channels I watch every week. Every Wednesday morning or mid-afternoon, I watch the Hoover Boys, and on Fridays I watch Green Mountain Metal Detecting with my man Brad. I flat out admit it. I'm a Brad #1 fanboy. First off, the guy's got the best music on YouTube. He's got some of the best cinematography. What? Is nobody paying any attention to you? Yeah, you're going to miss me for 3 days, buddy. Nobody's going to be here all day to pet you.
Uh-oh. Mandy just watched National. Oh, God, it is a great movie. And my favorite one for Christmas is A Christmas Story, of course. You'll shoot your eye out.
Oh, we watched. I bet we've watched Christmas Story like 3 times last week. They had it on everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was running a 24-hour marathon for Christmas Story. Somebody else was running National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation over and over. Now it's funny. We used to have a manager, Bill, of another restaurant that we played trivia at. They had a manager for a short time there that he could have been the face double and the body double for cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. So for Halloween one year, he came down. He wore a bathrobe with the hat with the two folding ears, and he did a skit for Denise where he quoted cousin Eddie for Denise, and she filmed him. And I swear to God, it looks like cousin Eddie talking to Denise. I swear to God, it was great.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
It's a Wonderful Life is another great Christmas movie. Wow, I used to stalk cable TV, and I was a security guard. I've done one of those too. Oh, Mandy, I think Brad makes some of the best videos on YouTube. I mean, he's already been approached by the executive producer of Curse of Oak Island, and he's been produced by some of the other guys, but they want him to change his format, and he's not going to be doing stage stuff for him. He's not going to do that. But he's had at least six feelers from different TV programs. And I'll tell you right now that the series he did, the hunt for De Gaulle, the hunt for the treasure of De Gaulle, or hunt for De Gaulle's treasure, that was every bit as anything you're going to watch on cable TV.
Yeah.
Come over to Incognito. I'll show you what's in the dirt. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so do I, Dennis. Oh yeah, Mandy. He tells great stories. I mean, he's I mean, I guess from a guy's perspective, I think he's a pretty decent looking guy. He's got a great smile. He's great on the camera. He's got a great family. Him and his wife and young son are just they go perfect in the videos. He seems so appreciative of everything he finds. He writes all his music and he's a musician. He does him and Eddie are doing an album right now. He writes all his own music and then he produces those shotgun shell microphones in his basement office. Yeah, I mean, what the hell is not to like about the guy?
Good night, Deej.
Have a good night, Deej. Yeah, I was afraid we were going to offend Deej. Deej is a huge, huge dog person.
Yeah.
And she just lost her dog, Bill.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm going to have to apologize.
Well, yeah, we always remember things after the fact, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with Diana too. So that's why the first season of Reacher on I believe it's Netflix, when he punches the dog's owner out, that was just a great scene. He's lucky because pretty much Reacher kills every single other person in the series. So yeah, bad idea, Lab. Yeah,
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her dog's name, Bill?
Oh, it's right there, and I can't think of it.
I know. It was a cool name too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my mom lost her last pet when she was in her 70s, she's like, nope, I'm getting too old. She enjoyed the dog as companion as she got older after my dad died. But she's like, nope, I can't go through another loss like this. I just can't take it.
David Frazier, hello. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, the big white one. I had it right there on the tip and it left.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she had him in so many of her videos.
Yeah. Tanner.
Tanner, that's right. Thank you, whoever said that.
Me.
Oh,
I just
thank you,
remember
Ed.
Tanner Banana because
See, I knew she had a nickname for him.
Yeah.
Mandy, my Doberman, and I don't know how many people know about Dobermans, but Dobermans are very owner possessive. So, like, if I was sitting in the living room in a chair in a recliner, she'd have to lean up against the recliner or your leg because they have to touch you. They have to be in contact with you. So, if you get up and move chairs, the dog would get up and move so they could lean against you or lean against the chair you're on.
Mhm.
And she slept. I'll tell you guys right now, she slept in bed with me every single night. And it was the day I had to put her down was one of the worst days of my life.
Yeah. That's the thing. I got 3 cats now. One's a little female, and they all want to sleep with me in bed.
Yeah,
So it's like
Denise,
I wake up and I gotta.
these two will curl up, especially when it's been cold this last week. These two curl right up with Denise, and Denise has got she's got heated cat baskets for them. They're heated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I wake up and before
Randy, have a good night.
good night, Randy. Before I move, I sit there and I'll stop and look around and go, who am I going to roll onto if I move? You know?
My mama raised Dobies and Rottweilers. You know, it's funny. I used to be very leery of pit bulls. I'd never had really a lot of good experience. And I know they say they're no different than any other dog. It's the way you raise them. But it's funny because then 3 of our neighbors got pit bulls, and they are just 3 of the nicest, lovable dogs. So I really came to believe it's how some people raise them. What do you want, young man? What would you like? There's my entire box of halves behind them, Bill, that I haven't re-rolled yet. Yeah, I took 2 boxes of halves back today, Bill.
Good night, Dennis. Thank you.
That teller was not very happy with me.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't like having to count through $1,000 of halves.
Oh man, it's his job.
My Roddy ran the house when I wasn't home. My wife didn't like that.
Whoa.
Wow, that's horrible.
It is.
Wow, that's funny because my Doberman made it till 13, and she was just as lovable as on the last day of her life than on the first day.
I had an ex mother-in-law who was on SSI because she had a bad heart, and she loved purebred Dobermans.
You don't see them that often.
No, and the problem with purebred Dobermans is once they get around 7 or 8 years old, this was back in the 70s, they've been inbred so many times along the lineage, their rear hips go out.
Oh yeah, they have that problem, and so do some lines of German Shepherds.
Yeah,
I had a buddy in high school, and like I say, when I told you I only met 2 dogs, Pats, I had a buddy in high school. Now this was 42 years ago. We were getting ready to go play golf, and he didn't have his clubs, but I was near his house, and he's like, "Just go into my house and grab my clubs." I go, "You got a freaking Shepherd," and he goes, "Just push her out of the way." And his Shepherd, her hips had gone bad, and she couldn't use her back legs, so she would literally crawl on her front legs. I don't know why they didn't put her down because I thought that was cruel.
Oh, geez, that's cruel.
Even with her back legs not working, when I came in the house, she growled at me and she stood her ground to guard the house because she had never met me. And he goes, "She's just a pushover, push her out of the way." So I got back to him. I met him at the golf course, and he's like, "Where's my clubs?" I go, "Oh, no, we didn't get into the house." So, congratulations, anyway. David Frazier. Got an Indian. Yeah, golden retrievers and labs. I don't think they have a bad bone in their body. They are just. We've babysit 2 labs, a yellow one that was named Marley that looked just like Marley. And then when Marley passed away, they went and got Sadie, the black lab. She's just as nice as Marley. She's not as well trained. Like, we could put Marley out on a blanket on Denise's front yard, and the kids would get off she'd lay out there in the sun and just bask in the sun. And when the kids got off the bus and she saw them walking towards them, she'd just sit up on her blanket. She wouldn't leave her blanket, Then the kids would come over and pet her, and she'd lay down and roll on her belly, and the kids would rub her belly. And then when they left, she just turned and lay down on her blanket again, and she never, ever wandered off. If we open that garage door for Sadie, I just have to get in the car and start chasing her down. She has no manners whatsoever.
No, the worst thing about labs is they go out in the backyard, eat their poop, then they want to lick you all over your face. Like, no.
See, Denise hates that, and I have no problem. I'm a real dog guy. They can lick my face all day long. Most people think it's
I don't
gross.
mind looking at my face right after they eat a pile of poop. No thanks.
Oh yeah, David. Yeah, evening, Mark Thomas.
Hi, Mark.
Olin, have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna get out of
Bill,
hip displacement.
The lady's house that Charlie and I metal detected the last time we were up in Tallahassee together.
Yeah.
She's a friend of Denise's. That Denise is known for, like, since they went to stenography school like 35 years ago. But she lives in Tallahassee, literally right down the street from the state capitol building, and so she's a single divorced lady. So Denise texted her tonight and said, "Hey, listen, Rob's coming up your way. Do you think he has a place to stay for the night?" And she goes, "Yeah, he's more than welcome here." She says, "I just got a plumbing job for him to do when he gets here." And I'm like, "I can trade a plumbing job for a night stay." So I've got to do a little bit of plumbing work, so I can go to Tallahassee or Pensacola a day early now, Bill.
Nice.
I got an extra. So this way, instead of me leaving here Thursday morning at the crack of dawn and getting up there late tomorrow evening, or leaving Thursday and driving all day Thursday and only having one day to hunt, which is Friday, for 2 days of driving with 1 day of hunting. Now I can do
Say hi
a
to
5-hour
everybody.
drive instead of an 8-hour drive. Get up the next morning, do a 3-hour drive to Charlie's, and I have another full day of hunting for my trip. Hi, buddy.
This is Jazzy,
Hi, Jazzy.
little female. She go, what's going on here? Okay, you went down. You had enough.
Jim Steele, have a good night, buddy.
Good night, Owen. You wait a bit. You just ate. You don't need more food right now. Good night, Jim. What are you getting up at 5 for, Jim? You don't work.
Bill, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say nothing.
Looter 8, hello.
Evening, Looter 8. Yeah, so I can leave here tomorrow, Bill, about 12, and I can get to Tallahassee about 4:30, and maybe even get a couple hours because we've got a couple of permissions in her neighborhood. And then in the evening time tomorrow after dark, maybe her and I'll take her out to dinner, and then
Good night, Trevor.
and then I'll get her plumbing job done for her.
Oh, good.
Trevor, have a good night.
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you, Bill, that gold ring that Jeremy found today from digging up the Carolinas. And you know what's the worst thing about it, Bill? Of course, what do you say? Well, it's gold. What's worse about finding a gold ring? I went over the signal and ignored it.
Oh, Rob.
It was a bouncy 1719 on the Knox, and 19s are usually zinc penny, and 17s. If that was on the beach, I would have probably dug it because 17s on the beach are usually a ring, but it was just a crappy bouncing up to 19. I said, I'm not digging another zinc or pull tab here. I'm just not. And he went behind it with the big coil, and the signal was nice and strong for him. And he said, I'm going to dig it. And he got that beautiful 1950 10-karat gold class ring I cleaned it up here at the house with some baking soda. And oh my God, Bill, is that ring absolutely gorgeous.
You got to remember, I know you're probably subscribed to him. If he signals, just next time you think about it, just think that if he signals, dig it.
Well, he admitted today, he says, it was a quiet yard, Rob, and it was one of the permission yards we got, and there wasn't a lot of signals. It was a fairly quiet yard. So he's like, nope, I'm digging everything. And he dug an old Santa Claus charm that I know was old because it had bakelite on it. And we think it might be gold plated. Troy and I didn't dig that signal. he found a couple other copper relics or something that we didn't. So yeah, he had a great day today. Yeah, thank you, David. That was my own fault. Good evening, Papa.
Papa, how you doing?
My own fault.
Yeah, you're not going to do that again, though, are you, Rob?
No, I dug every 17, 18, and 19 after that, Bill, and I was having a pull tab and aluminum day today, but I pulled out a 34 Mercury dime on the curb strip.
Nice.
So I actually get the title of video, which is a pretty rare thing. I actually get the title of video with silver and gold.
Cool. What? Give me a few minutes. Oh, Rob, it's almost 10 after 11.
I see that. I was just going to say that, Bill. Did you start at your usual 8?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Bill, your live streams on Tuesday have gone from 2 hours to 3 hours with, I'll tell you, not really much any at all drop off at all.
No, I know. So,
I mean, you're only like 2 or 3 subscribers different than you were 45 minutes ago.
yeah.
David says, I'm an expert at finding junk. Wow.
Huh.
No bad idea, Lab. I definitely do not need any more pull tabs.
Oh, man. That's like.
Actually, though, our club, our metal detecting club down here, our charity that we participate with is the Women's Auxiliary of the Shriners Hospital, the female Shriners. And what they do is we all bring a bag of pull tabs and we get a raffle ticket for a silver quarter. But everybody that brings a bag of pull tabs gets a raffle ticket. And then we I think every month we put all the pull tabs, and we donated so many pull tabs for them. I think last year they got like $2,000 or $3,000, and the women buy teddy bears for the kids, and they specifically give it to each kid at the Shriners Hospital gets a teddy bear from the auxiliary Shriners.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea too, Miss Mercury.
Wow.
There's a great use for pull tab. Put them in your tumbler instead of the beads, and it works good. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Dang.
We did. We went 4 for 5 today, door knocking, Bill.
Yeah, you said that earlier. That's good.
And I didn't have to door knock mine. She saw us doing a yard. This lady with 2 dogs. She come walking by, and I was petting her dogs. And she says, "What are you guys doing?" And I said, "We're metal detecting." She goes, "Well, what are you looking for?" I said, "Old wheat pennies, maybe a silver coin, old toy cars." I said, maybe a relic or something. And I said, my buddy Troy's got a whole bunch of items and historical items in the St. Pete Museum. And she gave me her house number and said, "You guys get done this one, just go down and do my house." I was like, well, that's about the easiest permission I've ever gotten.
Yeah. It's nice when you don't have to ask for it.
Diana, that's the great thing about like being in the stream. Jeremy told me today something that I didn't know. And I was like, that's why when you get with different detectors and stuff and you hear different stories, you learn something you didn't know before.
Yeah. Silver Servant says, "Where's a good place to get junk silver coins at a good price?" Yeah.
I will type this in, Silver Serpent. I'll give you you can call him and see if he'll beat any prices. Louis House of Coins, Tarpon Springs, Florida. I don't have his number right off the hand. There is an art to door knocking, yes. He gives me my silver coins at $2.50 a piece, whereas I have a lot of other places that will charge me $3.
Welcome, little brother.
Can you dig it here?
Yeah, Juice is in the house.
Juice is in the house. I love when he calls me Robster. I love that name.
Which he just did. Yep.
He's Silver Serpent. He's the guy I probably buy 80 to 90% of my silver from for my giveaways. He's the one that's been getting me those little mini 1 gram silver bars that I've been giving away instead of the silver coins. A lot of people like those little silver bars. And usually when I give them the option of that or the silver coin, they take the cool looking silver bar. He sells all his constitutional silvers, his Rosies, his Mercs, some barbers that are pretty worn. He lets them go for $250 each, and if I spend enough money, he'll usually throws in an extra coin for me. Just let him know I sent you. He's the guy that bought Bill when Jeff came down. He brought some silver Roman coins with him from Austria, and when I booked those rooms in Tallahassee when we met with Charlie and Pat, they were a little more than he had in his budget, so he didn't want to charge stuff, and he was kind of hurting a little bit on his budget coming over here. So I took him down to my silver guy, and him and my silver guy worked out a deal, and he bought all of Jeff's Roman silver coins. So Jeff put another several $100s in his pocket to have on the trip. 24 face, Mark. That is just ridiculous. Yeah, those little 1 gram bars are cool.
Oh wow, Jason from Quarter Horror is going to be close to Marty Vistral.
I'd like to meet Jason.
Yeah, I would
apparently
too.
he was up on the big hunt up in New York. I'd like to do a little more traveling this year.
NorCal, hello.
Oh, another thing I'm thinking of doing, Bill, I'm thinking of taking all 5 years of my clad that I have in peanut butter jars and putting it all together on the table and seeing how much I've made in clad over 5 years. I'm going to hope it's going to be somewhere between $400 and $500.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to use to buy my Detect Ed carbon fiber shaft for the Knox.
Heck, if you get enough to buy yourself a 700.
Well, you know what, Mark? You're right. You're exactly right with that. I do have a coin show here, Mark. That's the local coin club. They come once a month or once every 2 months to a community subdivision community, their community house, their community center. And the last time I was there was a guy there selling bags of 10 Mercs for $20. So I was getting them for $2. Which now that I realize you're saying that, Mark, that's 20 times face. And nobody around here was beating $2 a dime. NorCal's here. Good evening. Get the beef out is here.
Ugh.
Or a Happy Meal. They had 175 spots at $100 a spot, and they sold out in 45 minutes. Roe from Diggin bought 2 spots, and I may be her second. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. If they sold out that fast, is to buy 2 spots, and then you can either give it or sell it to the person that you want to take, so you know somebody there that you can. Yeah, Mark. Having to only buy 10. And hell, I go through 10 in 2 to 3 weeks on my live stream, my Sunday morning live stream. So I've been trying to look at the internet to see when they're coming back there to that, because he had several bags, and Denise is like, well, why don't you just buy all of them? And I'm like, because I was too cheap. I got a silver guy, Bill. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I got a silver buy that'll buy all my Kennedys for my coin roll hunting. At 90% book value.
He'll give you 90%?
Because he buys them for himself to collect them. This way he doesn't have to go through a middleman or a pawn store or coin dealer. He can just come over here. Like if I took them to my pawn store guy for $11, half dollar, they'd probably give me $6.
Yeah.
But yet if they went in there, they would charge him like 13 or 14 for the same thing. So if he can buy them from me for like $9.50 or $10, he's saving money and I'm making money.
Yeah. I had one guy. There was 3 places back home that bought
Hi,
silver.
Cruz.
2 of them would give you half spot value. The other guy, though, and unfortunately, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I went and he died, but he'd give you 75%. So he was much better than the other 2. And I go in one day and the door's locked, and what the heck? So I go up around the corner because I needed some quick cash, and I asked the lady, "What happened to the guy upstairs?" He died. I went, "Damn it!"
Evening, Cruz Garza.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
Denise.
Cruz.
Denise has a gold guy, Bill, who's in a small place with some little overhead. He will pay. He will pay me. He'll pay 85 to 90% spot price for gold.
Nice.
So, like, say, like if gold's, just give an example. If gold's $1,000, he'll pay you somewhere between 850 and 900, and he's only making 10% on his gold. And he's the guy. I have only sold 3 pieces of jewelry I've ever found. I sold one gold earring, beautiful gold earring, big hoop earring that was 14 karat or 18 karat. But I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with a gold earring? I'm never going to find the mate to it. So, that's different than getting a ring. So I sold that, and I used that money, Bill, to pay for the 1 gram of gold bar that I gave away in my 1,000 sub giveaway. Boy, you put gold in your giveaway, and you get people coming out of the woodwork for your giveaway.
Oh yeah. No, the only time I sold silver, if it was like coins that were so light you couldn't read them, or I sold like busted up jewelry, because what good is it if it's busted up? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like one time I found it. I knew it had been a real nice bracelet, and I just saw a little piece of wire sticking out of the ground, caught with my metal detector, and it turned out to be a solid silver "I Love Mom" bracelet. But it had been driven over so many times and shoved into the ground, stuff like that. That's what you throw in the scrap bin.
Like I say, the only 3 pieces I sold was that one gold earring I found on Clearwater Beach, and then I sold both my platinum rings. I found one with Dalton and Troy on a permission up near Gainesville when we were coming back from Florida Hunt 7, and then the other one I found in about 2 feet of water at one of my beach locations. It wasn't Clearwater Beach, but it was another area beach I was doing. And Bill, I was like, they're not gold. They but it's a pretty valuable metal. The 2 of them I sold almost paid completely for the Knox 600.
Nice.
I sold them for about $550, and the Knox 600 was at the time was $699. So it almost, just 2 rings almost paid for my whole metal detector.
Sweet.
Yeah, Marty, I've never cashed in my clad. I think I've rolled up a couple 10 rolls of quarters that I use for gas on a couple metal detecting trips, but I've got about 95% of all my clad. As a matter of fact, there's 3 peanut butter jars you can see right there that's got my clad in them. So somewhere around here, I've got about 45 peanut butter jars full of clad that Denise would love to see me get out of the house.
Oh.
But
yeah, I think it's about time.
I'm telling you, Bill, I just can't stop yawning, buddy.
Yeah. Well, been on almost 2.5 hours now, so.
No, 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So, anyways, everybody, thanks for being here. Rob, thank you for coming up. As always, being a great co-host.
I enjoy your Tuesday nights, Bill. It's very, very relaxing. We usually hit some good metal detecting subjects. We hit some fun other stuff too, like movies and pets, and it's just a nice, relaxing stream, Bill. It's a good crowd.
Thank you. It is a good crowd. Great crowd.
Alrighty, guys, I will be leaving tomorrow for Pensacola for Mr. Charlie, digging it back. He's got John CZ Kid has just moved into his area, and Gene from We Dig It, his family's up there visiting. I think his in-laws' family from the Virgin Islands. So I will be meeting Gene and his son Gene Jr. and probably John from CZ Digging, and we're going to hopefully at least have one dirt hunt and one beach hunt. But if they want to do the dirt all day long on old Pensacola curb strips that Charlie said are about 10, 12 feet wide in front of old neighborhoods. I will be tickled pink to do that, but I'm looking forward to meeting Gene and doing some group hunts. And like I say, I got to re-meet Jeremy for the second time from digging up the Carolinas today.
Oh.
Him and his family were down for Christmas, so I'll be working on that video tonight. So thank you, Marty. Appreciate it. Thank you, Bad Idea Lab.
Yeah, have a good trip, Rob. Have
Yeah,
fun.
I'm taking my time, Bill. I can pull out of Denise's subdivision here onto US 19, which is our main road that goes north and south along the coast here. And I take one turn to go to Denise's friend's house, and I'm there. So I don't have to make a turn for the next 230 miles. The truck just has to go in a straight line.
That's great.
It is. It's. I mean, if the thing had autopilot, I'd put it on autopilot.
Nice.
We'll do this, Mercury. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for the support of the video from Monday Digs that I didn't even know published yesterday.
It was great, Rob. We missed you there, but it was great.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to have a premiere when nobody shows up for it. So I'll have to let everybody know that. But Bill, thanks, and we'll see you Sunday, Bill.
Thank you, Rob. Oh yeah,
All
see
right.
you Sunday, Rob.
Good night, everybody.